This is a typical case about ruble. Now we can see the chart to understand the problems faced by Russia from the day he invaded in 2015 Crimea, and now what is happening, so I'll just show you the chart. So US dollar to ruble chart. Before annexing Crimea, it was in 2000, around 2050, 64 or 50 ruble. Before that, $1 was equal to 50 ruble. Now, before the start of the current war, it was 77. Even within this 7-year period, because of that war, ruble has gone down so much. So we are seeing in 2012, so 29 ruble was able to buy $1. After the Crimea invasion and what he gained, we don't know that. Any action in a democratic country is questioned by opposition, and many people can discuss about it. So from 29 ruble, that's very strong. Now only 60 ruble can buy a US dollar after the invasion. It started, it didn't go back to that level. So all the Putin's chest thumping is not in. He says he knows everything, but it's not. So his economy, the Russian economy, has gone up because nobody is questioning him. So nobody noticed it. People are suffering because of the weaker. This is, I can admit, this is one aspect of any the worth of a ruble or a dollar or whatever. It's only an indication. But fewer goods can be bought with a lower ruble. The smaller changes is always expected. Fluctuations are there, so that was. But the volatility and the sudden drop from 32 ruble to 50% less than the normal value, that's going on. And before the start of the current Ukraine war, it was trading around 70 or something. Now, after the invasion or war declaration, now in 2022, the ruble plummeted. Currently, on 9th March, it is 153. So that means from 63, so it lost everything. So this is a pain for the entire Russia. All the Russian people are suffering. But if he's a intelligent man, okay, any leader who wants to save his country, he has to be, thinking about country's welfare. How can you say this man is wanting the welfare of the people when banks are not able to, the entire economic system is broken. Still he is adamant. 153, this is 63. How much? It is more than 60%, 70% drop. It's huge. So all suffering is not only for the wearing. He went to war. It's not only for that country, but also for Russian people. So what he can gain from the invasion, I don't know. Nobody knows. So I have to conclude from the chart that sane man will not do like that. Only insane man who lost all his mind only will be able to do that. So instead of people thinking about him, they have to just take medical advice on him, international medical advice on Putin, for why he's doing, or he has to be questioned psychologically by others. Why? So people have got aversions. People have got some likes, and this may be one of the things. He's from KGB, previous KGB agent. So war is in his mind. The Soviet Union, USSR breakup is in his background. So whatever happened in Gorbachev and those times, it's in his mind. He wants to create history, but he's not creating a good history for his good future for his people. The war he started has no reason, no reasoning, no sane man would do to plunge his country into chaos. It's not, he's not putting the other country into chaos, he's putting Russia into chaos. Uh, uh, he made all these 10 years after the Crimea uh, annexation. He tried to make others, he fooled, I can say now, fooled other people to believe that whatever he is doing is for the welfare of the Russia, but it's not. So what happened in Russia during this his regime? Whether the economy, any sound industries, any good industries came up? No. What happened is he wanted, so now major portion, more than major portion of revenue for Russia is coming only from oil and gas. So he's selling natural resources and to get the capital goods he wanted, so that he can build an industry. So by day, so I look at it. If before the Crimea annexation, if he went and bought some capital goods, it would have been 50 ruble. Now 100, 3 times more. That means his aim is to strengthen Russia, but whatever he did made it impossible for Russia to get. So capital gets goods, how can he get it? So now the sanctions maybe for the oil and oil embargo also. So so it is going down like a, it may go down, maybe other players come into the play, but Russia may be going like after previous African regimes without the economical strength. So why should a leader who is plunging his country's financial systems into turmoil and the people are suffering? The Russians, they can't go and get money from the bank, the Western system banned it. He didn't foresee all these things. Within 2 days, 3 days, he wanted to take away. He didn't just dream of taking away Ukraine, but the entire Baltic states went away from USSR. What is the use of that USSR if everything comes in after? So you go to about a country and break it into pieces, and then you want how will you rebuild that country? How much it will cost? If you want to annex a country without any bloodshed, without any damage to the infrastructure, that's acceptable. I mean, that's at least his goal. It's not acceptable, but it's according to your goal that maybe you can justify it. But now if he wants to break the country into pieces, infrastructure gone, everything gone, and what is the worth of that country you are going to annex, and what is the value for Russia in that? Just a land, piece of land? Do you want just a piece of land? And the entire population is fleeing the country, millions of people are going. So we know human capital is more than the money capital. So he forgot that if everybody gone, then what is the value of that country? Just a piece of land. Who will do anything in that? Who will come there? So entire calculation is based on in a historic thinking. So whatever is in Putin's mind of recreating USSR, he has to embrace people with a friendly attitude, make everybody friend so that the Baltic states will want to join in, and for that economic prosperity of USSR is required. But what he jumped on may be detrimental to his own dream. So I request Putin to just be friendly. So he's alienated from the world. I'm friend of everybody. So I think Putin has to change. He has to accept the problem, and he wanted to be friendly, and he has to say, I didn't mean to hurt you, Ukraine, be friend, I withdraw, I pay for your,
Morning.
I will be with you, all those things. If you want, you can join.
Welcome,
so
and
even if he wants to
facing this
create
kind of
USSR
situation in
of the
this world,
yesteryears,
we
he can
want to
create it by friendly cause, not
think
by
about
attacking them. That's
the
my friendly advice.
implications
The US is
implications
doing
of the
very well in isolating as far as
actions of
financial
the
welfare
world
of USSR,
topmost
Russia, so that
people
Putin
who
has
are in total
can
control
change,
of their
and
fortunes.
he can be
In
the
that
same
first
leader
we discuss
as he
about
was before the Ukraine conflict. Thank you.
you all